Lance Armstrong won his 6th Tour de France. The Summer Olympics were held in Athens, Greece, and the phenomenon that is lost began. Most importantly, Facebook was found. It was a big year, but not always for the best reasons, because our right to drink 42 ounces of soda and 7 ounces of fries with our Big Macs was taken away from us. I've thought long and hard about how unfair it is that we can't upgrade from large to supersize. The reasons why it should be brought back are numerous. Because of this, McDonald's should bring back the supersize option. McDonald's is one of the largest fast food chains in the world. And as you can see right here, the customers that McDonald's serves daily are 47 million, and the population of Spain is 46 million. It's a lot of people. I am frequently one of those 47 million people. Every time I ate a supersized meal, I considered it a landmark moment in my life. I remember where I was when I ate my first one, the last one before they got rid of them, and everyone in between. So in this speech, I will explain the problem, which is that we don't have the opportunity to choose to supersize our meal, the cause, why we cannot supersize, and the solution, which is to put it back on the menu, but with caution. The problem is that we have no choice. In 2004, SuperSize Me, I'm sure you've heard of it before, a documentary exposing the dangers of eating McDonald's and fast food overall, was released to mostly positive reviews. In the film, Morgan Spurlock ate at McDonald's 3 times a day, every day, for 30 days in a row. And if he was offered a supersize, he accepted. He gained almost 25 pounds and his health deteriorated greatly. It took him almost 5 months to lose the 25 pounds. It was frightening, yes, but who eats like that? I know I don't, and I'm pretty sure you don't. Even Morgan Spurlock couldn't find a person who ate at McDonald's 3 times a day, every day. For 6 years, we've been denied the right to eat half a pound of fries and drink more than 5 cups of soda with our meal. It may seem good, it may seem healthy, but why is not having the choice good? Shouldn't we be able to choose to eat as much as we want? This lack of opportunity has deprived our youth of a chance to take part in one of the most American experiences of all, stuffing your face with unhealthy food. In 2004, I was 15. I was just big enough to eat a supersized meal. And my allowance would go from my dad's wallet to my wallet to the cash register at McDonald's. But more importantly, more than many other things, finishing the meal made me feel like a man. And today's youth will not get to experience that. Another problem is that we have been refused the right to choose. Yes, we have to face consequences that come with our own decisions. And yes, there are a lot of health concerns with eating fast food, but we should be able to choose to make those decisions. William Grimes of the New York Times raises a very good point. What does no supersize mean? Does that mean there might be no all-you-can-eat buffets in the future? No foot-long hot dogs? No tubs of popcorn at the movies? Where does it end? If I want to eat a large amount of McDonald's, and I was able to in 2004, then why can't I gorge myself now in 2010? Too many people have never experienced the supersize, and we as Americans have had the right to choose taken away from us. But where does the responsibility for the removal of the supersize lie? Fear. We can't enjoy an excessive amount of food at McDonald's because of fear. This fear is irrational at best. A New York Times article from November 2002 highlights 2 teenagers that claimed that McDonald's was responsible for their obesity. This may sound unfounded, and I tend to agree, but dealing with courts is undesirable, I would know, and it's also time-consuming, I would know. And most parties would rather avoid legal action at all costs. And so this is most likely partially responsible for McDonald's removing the supersize. However, not blaming others for our choices would have led to fewer lawsuits like this. And eventually the suit was dismissed, thankfully, but the damage has already been done. The other probable cause is SuperSize Me and the public's concern immediately following its release. The SuperSize Me documentary supposedly opened people's eyes and showed how unhealthy fast food is. People began eating less and less fast food right after that. Profits dropped. McDonald's decided that changes needed to be made, so they added healthier options, salads, water, bottled water. This wasn't enough, so finally they just got rid of the supersize. This didn't have to happen. Obesity and other health concerns are not driven by portion sizes. They're driven by a lack of education about fast food and other unhealthy foods, and the refusal to eat healthy altogether. Neither can be blamed on McDonald's, and especially not on a supersized meal that you don't have to eat. Fear has driven McDonald's to get rid of the supersized option, even though they won't soon admit it. This fear comes from both McDonald's and the public. So what can be done to make everybody happy? The easiest solution is just bring it back. But it's not that simple. The answer to that question is no. Unfortunately, the rules have changed, and more needs to be done for McDonald's to bring back the supersized option. So, first and foremost, advertising is key. We can't just say, oh, the supersize is back. You know, we took it away for 6 years, but, you know, it's back. You know, there might need to be a memo to consumers talking about how they have, you know, rethought out that the supersize might be okay, and then you start adding activities and like amount of calories that they burn on the website so people can take part in these activities if they'd like. And the media ads would probably want to show some size differences between, especially between the large and the supersize. Secondly, in stores, or I guess in the restaurant, the nutritional facts should be shown on a large chart in clear view. The pamphlets will not be enough anymore. The supersize should be shown, but not suggested by the cashier. So somebody who wants supersize like myself will probably know that it exists, and I will just tell them that I want my meal to be supersized immediately. And finally, on containers, comparisons of fat and caloric content should be shown. And this is already being done on the, the present items, so it shouldn't be much of an issue. So bringing back the supersize is not as easy as it may seem, but it is by no means hard. Paying attention to details is important, and by adding the supersize option to the menu, we will be adding the choice that we should have been afforded by living in this beautiful country. In 2004, the supersize was removed, and I, as well as many people nationwide, could not believe it. I was hurt. This agony does not have to continue. The right to choose has been taken away from us. The choice should be ours. The fear of litigation and the fear of health deterioration are most likely responsible for the disappearance of the supersize, but with a few changes and by paying attention to detail, we will soon be able to say, yeah, and can I supersize that, please? Thank you.